this is Attorney Walter Knott with Disability Resolution PA. I wanted to go ahead and say thank you to all you guys that support me through this, not only with disability resolution and providing information to help people obtain Social Security benefits, but also with spaceconstitution.com. I think it's really incredible how you've been standing by me and open with great ideas on how we can not only fix this country, but also create future laws for future space stations and colonies. It's absolutely incredible. I also want to go ahead and thank Fred Friendly for this. This was actually one of the best death threats I've received. Gave me a nice phone number on here, 232-454-6789. Email return fgf@fhhrc.com. Message. Here's the message. Hopefully you die of cancer real soon, because that would be hilarious! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. Die, you fucking Trump-tard, die, exclamation. I think that what's really great about this is that he took time to really emphasize with all of these little smiley faces and middle fingers, put all the exclamations in. I appreciate that. I appreciate your death threats where you give a little bit of time. I really do. With that said, if you guys don't want to give me a death threat, if you guys maybe want to help me out, maybe like, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you could leave 5 stars, it helps me as the law firm compete against these mega big box firms that spend millions of dollars on Google, millions of dollars on YouTube, etc. The way you do that, I'm going to put it right in the link below, is you just click on the little URL and then you share a positive 5-star story. But for this person, what I think is particularly interesting is that he went to spaceconstitution.com and he put in die you fucking Trump-tard. And here's the thing with that. Republicans are not inherently excited about spaceconstitution.com because they view it as a competition to the United States Constitution, which a lot of Republicans don't want to be a living, breathing constitution that changes over time. And what I'm selling essentially is the creation of a constitution where each right has variations of that right, and then as stages are completed, right, so you get 50 people in a colony, 1,000 people in a colony, 1,000,000 people in a colony, you get the first space child born, the first 15 space children born. These rights change as the economy, as the society grows. So it is a growing and working and changing and modifying constitution. And a lot of Republicans, mostly the older ones, don't like that idea because it is competing with the United States Constitution and creating these new ideas. And that's kind of one of the problems inherent with the Republican identity, is it's conserving what exists, but it also is cringing with new ideas that come forward. And we often see in politics, you need the Democrats to come up with new ideas and the Republicans to figure out how to actually do them. So it's funny that you would say, die you fucking Trump-tard, because the Republicans are not actually very pro space constitution, because they don't like the idea of creating a theoretical, hypothetical constitution for every future space colony that's created for them to draw from and use to give people rights and freedoms. So I thought that was interesting. I thought that was really interesting. As far as death threats go, this one was interesting. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to thank you so much for your supplied support, not only through the YouTube channel, but all the clients that are working with the law firm, the idea of those who support spaceconstitution.com. I do work day and night. I work until 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. I know some of you guys like to see more of my life. You know, the what's going on with your boats? What's going on with your stuff? Well, due to COVID, because, you know, the firm isn't earning as much as it used to, I had to sell that 1959 Chevy short bed truck that we were going to use to go around Florida to vintage vehicle meets and basically put an advertisement in the back of it with an aluminum frame. We had to sell it because funds were low, but now we're doing this again. So, you know, it's just one of those things where I know a lot of you guys want to be a part of that, like, wow, what's going on? But the reality is, it has its ups and downs. My life has its ups and downs. I work until 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. every single night. And you can probably tell if you look at the initial pictures of me when I started the firm almost 8 years ago, I looked different. You know, now I'm tired, overweight. I'm kind of like, it's a heavy weight to be able to do this. And I think a lot of you guys don't think about this, but imagine sitting in a chair knowing that the person that's sitting next to you is relying on you to get them their benefits. Otherwise, everything that they've basically been, hey, can I borrow some more time to stay in this room? Hey, can I borrow some money to buy some food? All of their bridges have been burned at this point. And you are the last bridge to federal benefits, a check, and health insurance for the rest of their life to keep them going. Imagine that sitting on your shoulder for a heck of a lot of people. Then imagine, you represent all kinds of people. You represent amazing police officers, sheriffs, NASA people. You represent, rocket scientists, lawyers, doctors, all kinds of great people. You also represent high-level criminals, 20, 30 felonies, child molesters, child abusers. You also represent murderers. You represent all of these people. And think about the spectrum there and any particular weight that could be afforded to that sits on the shoulders. So, I just want to point out that I think it's interesting when you get something as simple as this, because some people sit there and they get so enraged with your ideas. How could he say that? That they just don't know what to do with all the anger. They don't know what to do with all the frustration. And that's interesting to me because I have that too. That's why I created spaceconstitution.com. I put all my anger and frustration into that because it's almost like its own little emotional support animal. It's like Shadow, It allows me to use my high intellect capacity to figure out new laws, new constitutional rights, and put it into a program to help the human race. What this is it's somebody who hasn't figured out how to redirect that energy. That's what that is. And it's crucial that somebody like this, obviously his real name isn't Fred Friendly, but it's crucial that you always try to find that emotional support, whether it be a dog, whether it be a cat, whether it be a horse, whether it not be, an animal and it's a website you create or a blog you create or a YouTube channel you create or a type of business or a hobby or a boating or this or whatever. It is crucial that you start to seek inwardly what is your emotional support. Could be your wife, could be your girlfriend, could be, going to the roller rink, could be whatever. Mowing the grass. Mowing the grass for me is very, very relaxing. A lot of people are like, oh, I hate it. I could literally go be a landscaper and I would be just fine. So my point to you guys is this weird death threat actually got my mind thinking about something people need to be doing more, and I hope that you do that more, finding your emotional support in whatever life's journey has for you. All right? Have an absolutely wonderful day. I'll catch you a little bit later. Remember, there's the 5-star links below. If you could click on those and leave 5 stars, they always help me out. And remember to help out your friends, your neighbors, stuff like that. I will catch you a little bit later. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.